Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to Tarot Reading with Dear Aprisa, and I usually read in two languages, which is Indonesian and English, but right now I'm feeling called to do the whole reading in English. So if you are new here, welcome, but if you have been here for a while and you don't feel like listening or watching an English tarot reading, then feel free to find another reading from me or other readers perhaps. But if you are curious and then if you want to continue, I'm so happy, so much love. Okay, so as you can see in front of you, I have three Wheel of Fortunes, and these are from three different decks. And the reason why I want to do this reading is because maybe there are something that we don't want in our life, something that we want to change in our lives, and today is all about that. How is this situation going to change? That's why the Wheel of Fortunes. So I'm gonna introduce to you your cards, and you can choose your pile, whether it's based on the look or how you feel about it, or you just drawn to the crystals, for example. Feel free to take one pile or more, and feel free to think about the thing that you are wishing to change. Okay, so in each of the piles, I am going to read the energy so that you can check if that is actually your pile. All right, so oh gosh, I don't remember what this is. Okay, anyway, so for pile one, you have the Wheel of Fortune from Tarot of the Divine deck, and this is your crystal. Cute little green crystal that I don't remember what, although I actually have a lot right here. If you can see them. Jeez. Okay, so this is your pile, your card, and your crystal, pile one. And then for pile two, I have Wheel of Fortune from Kawaii Tarot. This is the card, and the crystal is rose quartz. And for pile three, I have the wheel. This is the Wheel of Fortune from the Light Seer's tarot deck. Yes, that's correct. And your crystal is this little cherry quartz heart. All right, so take a deep breath and feel free to choose your pile. You might have two or three. Read all of them if you have all three different situations that you want to solve or you want to change. And then when you are ready, I'll see you in your pile. Okay, hello pile one. If you choose Wheel of Fortune from Tarot of the Divine, then this is going to be your reading. So if you skipped the intro, today we are going to look at a situation or something in your life that you want to change. We are going to look at whether, first we're going to explore your energy first. We're going to do an energy check so that you know that this is your pile, this is your situation. If you meant for this reading to be for one situation, but then when you listen to the energy check and you feel like this is about something else in your life and you want to listen to that, then feel free to continue the reading. But if you feel like I don't want to know about this, I don't want to hear about this, then feel free to find your reading in different pile or perhaps in my other readings. By the way, this is my first English speaking reading video, so if you speak only English or you don't speak Indonesian, yeah, this is the only video that I currently have, unless I have posted something else. You know, I'm looking at wait, where is it? I'm looking at YouTube as a place to play, so yeah, let's see. If you are here and you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. But if you have been here for a while, thank you so much for supporting me. And this is going to be a general reading. For personal reading, you can click the description in the you can click the link in the description box. You know, I'm essentially an Instagram person, so I'm so used to saying click link in the bio. If you know, you know. All right, For pile 1, what is the energy of the situation that they are wishing to change? Okay, this is it. And then how it is going to change, or what is the final result of the change. Gonna grab some cards for you, friends. Okay, this is for the situation that you want to change, and the result. Okay. I have a feeling that this is not symmetrical. Is it? It should be like this, right? Anyway, okay. Where is my other card? Oh, it's here. Okay, we're gonna look at your energy, and then you can treat this as the energy check. Okay. All right, and then for pile 1, please. Okay, all right. Okay, let's look at your energy. I'm excited to see what is going on here. Okay, okay. We have, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you what the card is. So you have Othalarun for the thing that you want to change, and then you also got 6 of Pentacles. Okay. And then Pisces with Sensitize. Okay, I'm sensing something that you want to change is something that is so deep. Maybe I need to push the plant a little bit. I think what you have here, the situation that you want to change, is something that is very deep. And this is running in your family. This has been happening for a long time. And it's kind of sticky situation. It's difficult to shake off. It's like, I feel like you have it and you don't want it. It's either tradition, it's either something that your family has been carrying, your family has been believing, or something that that is almost like you feel like, I don't like this version of me, I don't like this part of me, I want to change this one particular part of me. And this can be different for each of you, because this is a general reading and I do not see a particular specific thing right now. But this feels like something that is given, something that for example your family might have a quirk, or might have a habit, or things that you always do together, a tradition, a way of thinking, but somehow you find that doesn't fit you anymore, and that's not how you want to live or see your life, or live your life, or treat other people, or operate, and things like that. And it seems like you've gotten this inside kind of yourself, so it almost feels like you don't have any. For some of you, I think you got this from your spiritual awakening, or from relating with other people who are like healers, or more modern, or more outside of your society. So it feels like it's kind of annoying for your family if you ever tell them that this is what you want, or this is how you now operate. They'd be like, what are you doing, Palor? You're not doing this. This is not how we live. This is not who you are. It's almost like that. And for some of you, this can also be something that you feel within yourself. It's like a little, maybe not quirk, but something that you realize within you and you want to change, you want to let go of. All right, so if that sounds like something that you would like to change, because I see here we have Pisces number 12 with sensitized. This, I also feel like if you peel this from yourself, I feel like it's sticking on you, and then when you peel this, it's going to hurt, it's going to be painful, it's going to leave a wound open, and of course you don't want that, but you want that. I have this feeling like I don't want it, but I want it. I don't want to let go of this, but I need to let go of this because it doesn't serve me anymore, but it's going to hurt me. And what I feel right here is that you are ready, actually. You are ready to let go of this, to shed this old skin, and you are ready to embrace a new chapter of your life. Because if we look at the astrological wheel, the birth chart, then Pisces is ruling the 12th house, which is the last house, and after 12th house we have the first house, which is Aries. And I have a feeling here that you are ready for a new cycle of your life, a new phase of your life, which is also speaking a lot about the Wheel of Fortune. So if you resonate with that, this might be your reading. So you can stay here, and while I'm sipping my coffee, hello, I'm gonna look at how this situation is going to unfold, okay? Thank you so much for allowing me to sip my coffee. Okay, so how is this going to turn? What is this going to turn into? Oh my god, you have Anzus rune. Oh, I need to get into this habit of showing the cards. Okay, Anzus, all right. And then you have Four of Wands. Oh, isn't it interesting that you've got two birds? I know that these are different types of birds, but I'm not what do you call someone who is expert at bird stuff? It's not aviary, it's something else, but I don't remember the word. But yeah, it seems, I don't know what this is, but it looks like both birds are dark colored. So this almost feels like similar bird. No, I'm not saying that these two are similar birds, but I'm saying that there is it's uncanny, just like that. Okay, and then you also have, oh my god, birds again with conjunction and alliance. Oh, this reminds me of the movie Wild Robot. These are actually, they are goose. Are they right? They're goose or ducks. I don't know, but nevertheless. Okay, what is interesting about your situation right here? How this is going to unfold. So, okay. So, what I'm seeing with whatever that you want to change, what it feels like, look, pile 1. I feel like you are going to connect with yourself. I feel like for a second you are going to be alone. Because here, as we can see, do we have fish right here? Yes, we have fish, because this is Pisces, right? And there are two fish actually, and these are meerkats. There are 3, and these are family. You know, meerkats are very familial. And we have the hermit crab as well here. So I feel like you essentially have been feeling like almost like black sheep in the family, or very lonely, feeling very alone in your family sometimes, because you feel like your family or the society or people around you don't really understand you. But here, what I'm saying also, you are still alone in the sense, but with the Anzus rune, I'm seeing that you are actually, what is going to happen here from this, you want to change your situation. Your first phase of the change is going to be you consciously separating yourself from your current environment. And what I'm seeing right here is that what is great about this is that you are doing this consciously, intentionally. You're doing this for you, and with this solitude, you are going to explore within. Not only to explore within, you are going to explore and see. You are going to take a step back. you're going to step back from your family, your friendships, or from your environment. I'm not saying this is about family, but I sense now that I move forward here, I feel like you actually sense a little bit of loneliness, and this is a little bit like community, a little bit like you used to feel the same, you used to be the same and operate the same way, but now it feels different. And so I think many of you, this is talking about spiritual awakening. Even if you had spiritual awakenings before, which is good that we are talking about it now, because then it's going to be another layer, another level of spiritual awakening. But if you haven't, this is going to be a spiritual awakening. And what that is actually you getting clear of who you are, what you want to do, and what kind of person you want to be, what kind of life you want to create. So this change is going to call you to go within, but in the time, in the duration of you going within, you are going to find what people are thinking. You are going to figure out and kind of understand why people are the way they are, why people are doing certain things, including those you love. So you are going to get understanding, because if we look at Ansu's rune, this is Raven, right? This is Odin's Raven. So Odin is I think it's got from Norse mythology, and he had two ravens, Hugins and Munins. Okay, Hugin and Munin, if I'm not mistaken, that's how you read it. So essentially, these two, they can fly and they can see what happens on Earth. So they are going to so here I'm seeing that you are actually are able to see how people think and to hear what people are actually saying. For example, if you have any problem or conflict with someone, then you are going to understand behind their words what that means. So you are going to get understanding not only about yourself but also about people. And this makes you do two things. One, it makes you closer with yourself, because then you can get to understand yourself and you get to understand people. But also at the same time, you realize that you cannot keep everyone in your life, hence the loneliness or solitude. Yeah, because this is intentional, and just because this is intentional, this you separating from others doesn't mean that it doesn't get lonely at times. But the good news is, here in the conjunction alliance, I'm seeing that you are going to meet people. But also in the Four of Wands is often speaking about merging and uniting to forces, or uniting to people, to energies, something like that. And here this is alone, but I see that there is moon right here. So I'm feeling that you are going to do a lot of things yourself, but you are going to really choose whom you are going to collaborate or interact with. You are going to be selective. And if we look at this card, when birds or geese, they are geese or geese, when geese are flying to the north or to the south, then they are going to travel in formation, and then they are going to shift their formation when the one that is in front is tired, because they need to manage their formation so that they are not, like, it is helpful for them to face the wind, because they are going to face the wind. So the one in the front is going to lead, and then when it's tired, it's going to move back and the other is going to replace. So there is collaboration and partnership right here. So you are going to meet people who are aligned, who are heading towards the same direction as you, and they're going to understand you. And they seem to be I'm hearing Billie Eilish song, birds of the feather, something like that. No. It's basically, I'm feeling like you are going to stick with this person. So even though you left something, you are going to meet something or someone or some community, a tribe that is more speaking to your heart, is more supportive to you and your dreams. But at the same time, you are going to maintain your time alone, and it's going to be beautiful. I think this is a new phase in your life, really, pile one. This is so heartwarming, your pile, and I know that this is not easy what you are experiencing right now, because I think many of you, pile one, right here, maybe you feel like I have it feels like my life is okay, nothing is wrong with my life really, but there is something that has to change, and I don't know what. There is this itch that I want to scratch, but I don't know where to start. I feel like I should be grateful for my life, but it's so difficult to feel so, because I feel so out of place. I feel like I need to change and this kind of thing. So maybe you feel like, should I be grateful for this? Should I just stay wherever I am? Because it's not awful being here, it just feels off a little bit. Yeah, so I feel like you are questioning whether you are being complaining or not grateful and things like that. And this is valid, absolutely valid. Okay, I'm gonna look for you using the deck that you chose to see how, or if there is any advice. Where is the deck though? Okay. It's messy right here. Okay. All right. So, oh my God. So, such a beautiful energy. I went through something like this a few times actually in my life, but I think that this, yeah, I went through this a few times in my life. I moved a lot. I moved around a lot to find my tribe, to find my people, and it's difficult when you have a job, when you have family that you love, and friends that they are not wrong but feels wrong. I don't know. So yeah, let's look at how is this situation going to unfold. Okay, for pile one, please. I watched a lot of tarot readers, and they use fake nails like mine, and they are so confident shuffling with their fake nails. I'm like, now that I have it myself and trying to shuffle, it's challenging. I want to make sure that my nails don't fall off, because it takes quite a while to put them back. Okay, or maybe I'm just not made for fake nails. Anyway, okay, let's look at your how is this going to unfold for pile one, please? Seeing this, wow, 6 of Cups. Oh, and that, just interesting. 10 of Wands. Okay, yeah, and then 6 of Cups, and we have 3 of Wands. Lovely. Okay, my friends, this is the natural progression of your situation. It is going to end, it is going to change. It has reached its culmination point where things are going to change. Nevertheless, even though you don't want to, this has to happen. With the 10 of Wands, I know that this is 10 of Wands, but it feels a little bit like 10 of Swords. It feels like your guides and your spirit guides have already been waiting for the situation for happen, because you are meant to do more. You are meant to achieve more, and fulfilling your calling. Because if this doesn't happen, you're not, I shouldn't say that, but it feels like you have a bigger calling than this. It feels like this situation, place, environment has to end for you, so that you can be what you're here for, what you're here on earth for. All right, it feels like your spirit guide is handing you the quick way out. Oh yes. All right, so that's very interesting actually. It feels, because I was feeling like this has to end, and how you're going to get out of this. Actually, I think continue your inner work, right? You continue your inner work, and then what your spirit guides are going to give you is a way out. They are going to hand you the opportunity that you can take to to leave the situation. But you must, I mean, there is still something that you need to do. It's not like you just need to wait and then it's going to happen, but it's like they are going to hand you something with an opportunity or with an invitation that you need to take, action, because this is Three of Wands. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Mars in Aries. So the energy of taking action is so big. You are going to take action. You are going to move forward with this. You are going to do something about this calling, about this opportunity. So if you have been seeing signs, synchronicities, you have been hearing words, you have been feeling a certain, I don't know, like nudges that, hey, pile one, this is where you need to go. Hey, pile one, you need to do this, do this, do this, do this. And it goes on. And it's not, it is more intuitive, it's soft, it's whispering. It's not like, it doesn't rush you. It doesn't make you feel anxious or panic. It's like just grounded, deep voice, sound in your heart or in your ears, or something that you keep on seeing in your waking world or even in your dreams. I mean, it can come from everywhere. Or maybe you see different tarot readings and it keeps on talking about this and this again, like this calling, or you need to move, you need to take action. Then that is the sign. And the universe, spirits are going to give you that opportunity to take action, to follow that up. And you are going to follow that up. And I think for some of you, it's going to involve travel. It's going to involve you exploring a different realm. That's what I heard. So maybe some of you literally are going to do some astral projection or something like that. But I'm not laughing at this, but it's so weird because I never thought of this Three of Wands like that. But then some of you are going to see different culture. Maybe this is you finally see the world. Maybe if you haven't traveled, maybe if you haven't seen anywhere else outside of your home country or homeland or home city, then you are going to do that. Or if you have been traveling a lot, for example, then you are going to see something differently using different lens. All right, so that is what's going to happen. And what is your advice? Last things before. Okay, what is any advice from you, spirits, for pile one? Okay. All right. Oh wow, I love it, because it seems like the spirits are going to guide you. You're not going to be lost. You have major arcanas here. You have the Sun, Death, and Four of Pentacles. Okay, this is your advice. You are going to be protected. Okay, I just heard this. There might be situations when you feel like, oh my god, what is happening? Like you are on the edge. Like, for example, there are times where you are like, oh my god, I have no money, I cannot eat, I don't know what I should do. And then the spirits are going to be like, you are taking risk. And this whole calling is you being invited to take a risk. I'm not saying that this is you must do, I'm just delivering the message, by the way. So there will be times when you are going to take risks, and the universe is telling you that it has your back. All right, it's going to take care of you. You are safe, absolutely, because this is also in conjunction with conjunction. Oh my god. So you are going to, I think there are people that are lining up to support you in whatever situation, because I feel this so strongly because I experienced this once, friends. So one time, I'm from Indonesia, right? So for a while I lived in Norway, and then there was a moment where I couldn't eat. I didn't have any money because my employer didn't pay me, and then I had to, I know that this is so weird because it's Norway. How can someone not pay you, right? Okay, but there was a glitch and it's a whole story. So essentially, I couldn't eat. So what I had to do was I brought some sambal, that's like chili sauce from Indonesia, that is, chili being crushed and, but it's so tasty. usually it comes with a lot of spices. So if you don't know about Indonesia at all, it comes with a lot of spices, so it is very tasty. So I ate rice because I'm an Asian, so I ate rice with sambal, and that was enough. And there was no particular protein or whatsoever, but you know, I got full. My tummy got full, my tummy got filled, I got energy from the rice, and that was it. Like, that was enough. And I was in that place of like, not like near death per se, but it was a very tough situation because I took risk. But then my friend, I got a few friends back then, and one of them actually helped me to cover my expenses. They lent me their credit card, so they filled the credit card with some money, and then they said like, look, use this credit card until you got your salary, so you survive. And what did I do to deserve this, right? I mean, like, I didn't do anything. I was just being human. I was just floating around, but people were there. They were lining up to help me. And then also, of course, my supervisor was there to help me and, you know, to support me and all this kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to say from this story is that universe got your back, and it's going to feel risky, it's going to feel scary at times, but you got this, and universe got this. And what is exciting about this is that the sun, I feel like this is the soul that you are, the soul that you always are. And somehow, in a way, it feels dimmed a little bit, not because people around you are wrong, but because you realize something differently, and you are going to shine like the sun. The universe is calling you to, hey, pile one, please keep on shining. Don't dim your light. I know it's scary sometimes, but don't dim your light, because I have a feeling that many of you was the life of the party, or you have this bright, sunny, warm, at least warm, if you're not like, you know, crazy party person, or maybe you're not loud, maybe you're not these kind of things, but you are more of the sun warm kind of person, that your presence is going to warm other people's heart. And I think you are going to move. If you used to be like this, all this crazy stuff, sometimes too excited, sometimes too loud and things like that, and you felt like, okay, maybe this is not how I should do or how I should behave and things like that, I think you are going to tap into the different kind of warmth that you are, and it's going to be similarly beautiful. And this doesn't mean that you are not allowed to be loud, or you're not allowed to be bright and things like that, because essentially sun, sometimes you got blinded by the sun. So still, you know, like, you are going to carry all of this quality that you are, because if we look at the cards from this tarot deck, then look at this, like, the brightest ones are the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun, the one that is experiencing all of these changes right now, and the person that you are always deep down and will be. This is the message from the universe for you to keep on shining, to keep your warmth, to keep the love. That's what I heard. To keep the love inside of you, your love for life, your love for your passion. Yeah, yes, that is your reading, pile one. I'm so touched. I mean, maybe what you are experiencing right now is not easy, and universe wants to acknowledge you for that, and I want to acknowledge you as well. But you got this, and you have beautiful future in front of you, ahead of you, a future that is you create for yourself, you fulfilling your life calling. Oh, I haven't even talked about your life calling, because you are climbing to the sun. Imagine. You're not climbing to, you know, like second floor or third floor, but you're climbing to the sun. That's a huge leap. And this is why, because this is a huge leap, that's why it feels a little bit painful, or a lot painful. But you got this. And I think many of you, if psychic ability or mystical world, or, you know, the word like divination, like tarot reading, crystal ball, tea leaves reading, or what else, like energetic healing, or, you know, astrology, or so, things like that attract you, then it's part of your calling. I think you are going to have your intuition deeper and stronger. That's what I'm seeing for you, pile 1. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. So if you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get my next readings. Okay, have a nice day and bye bye. Hello pile 2, if you chose the Wheel of Fortune from Kawaii Tarot and the Rose Quartz right here, then this is going to be your reading. So in case you skipped the intro, we are going to start our reading today by checking out the energy. What is the situation that you want to get out of, or the situation that you want to change? So we're gonna check that, and if you feel like there is something that you intended this reading to be about, then feel free to continue reading. Sorry, I am breathing so fast. Yeah, I was talking to my cat. So okay, if that is the exact reason why you want to have this reading, then feel free to continue. But if the energy check is talking about something else in your life that you want to change, or something else that, oh yeah, I want to hear about that too, then feel free to also continue watching or listening. Okay, I know that many of you are actually just listening, which is I do that too all the time. Okay, so and then afterwards we are going to see what is the outcome, what is the kind of change that is going to happen, and then later we are going to explore what is happening in between all these two, right? Okay, so without further ado, let's grab your card. By the way, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And maybe that is a message for someone else. And because this is a general reading, I have personal readings. I'm not going to offer to you in the comments or whatsoever, but you can click the link in the description box. All right, so for pile 2, what is the situation that they want to change, spirits? Okay. And then the result for pile 2. Okay, no. And then the result for pile 2. Okay, that is that. All right, we're gonna take care of this later. Okay, and then the situation that they want to change. The situation that they want to change for pile 2, please. The situation that they want to change. I'm seeing this. And is this straight? And then the result, the outcome. Okay, here it is. Okay, and then the situation that they want to change. And the outcome. I'm gonna fix that later. Don't worry, I also like my cards straight. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna fix them later, okay? Alright. All this obsession about cards being straight. Okay. Okay, the situation that you want to change. Iwas. And then the 4 of Swords. Right. Okay. Okay. And the 3rd house, communication. And I see 2 birds right here with number 41. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, pile 2, what you want to change. This is something that is, I feel like you are tired. I feel like you are tired. Tired about the situation. It's almost like you don't know anymore. Here's what I'm feeling. The thing or situation that you want to change, this is something that you are feeling so tired, if not exhausted about. Like when as I was seeing the first cards, I was like, I'm so lost. I don't know what to do anymore. It feels like I've done everything I could for this situation, like best of my ability, best of my knowledge. You're out of ways, out of ideas. It feels like you have used all the modalities and stuff in your toolbox to solve this situation to no avail. So yeah, there's this feeling like I don't know anymore, Aprisa. I don't know what to do. And what is exciting about this is that actually I got reminded a little bit of pile 1. So this has something to do a little bit with pile 1. The rune, they got different kind of rune, but the energy is almost similar. So if you are attracted to pile 1, feel free to go there after this reading, because there might be an insight for you there, a message for you. So that is, it feels this, what you are experiencing right now, this is related to someone or some people, and it feels like these people, you can no longer talk to these people. It's difficult for you to explain yourself, difficult for you to share what you have in mind, what you want, what you need. It's so difficult. I mean, it was so hot. On the left side here I have windows, and just before our reading I closed it because it was too warm, the sun. And now I want to open it. I have a feeling like it feels suffocating a little bit being in this situation. You want to tell them, you want to be honest with them what you feel, but they don't seem to understand. It feels like they are so defensive and sometimes even dismissive about what you are sharing. It's like they don't want you to change. They don't want to change. They don't want you to change. They want to stay where they are. But I have a feeling that you want to transform. You want to change. You want to be better, bigger, be, you know, if this is a relationship, you want to take this relationship forward, but it seems like it's not working. It's stuck in the Four of Swords. But here in the Awas, this is a rune about transformation, and we have also 41 that is reduced to 5, which is also change. So you are communicating change, and this change, if you want to do this, it's going to take two parties to participate, to collaborate in this change. And man, it's not it. I get why you are frustrated, because I feel a little bit frustrated and constricted here, constrained. Like, I know we can be better, I know I can be better, I know that changes are possible, and I have put all of my resources in this situation, but this other person or this other party, oh, I feel emotional. Jeez. Wow, you pile 2. Wow, you're dealing, if this doesn't resonate with you, then maybe you need to find another pile, because this is specific. You are dealing with someone. This is not necessarily that this person is a bad person. No, this can mean that you're just different, or that you're just meant to live a separate path, you know, like you are walking in parallel with this person, or a different path. Literally, we are going to look at here. But pile 2, yes, I get why you're tired. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear this. Okay, so let's explore if this resonates with you. Let's look at how the situation is going to unfold, right? Okay. Pile 2. Okay, wow, you've got third row runes. I'm gonna show it to you. This is so beautiful. And I'm so happy to see the key, because you felt stuck right there, and now you have the key. Aww, goosebumps. Okay, I'm so happy for you, pile 2. Okay, and then you also have death. Oh, which is also transformation. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, pile 2. Things are definitely going to change for you. And we have 5th house, passion. Oh my god, such different energy even with this and this. And what is so exciting, not exciting, this is exciting for me as a tarot reader, as the reader, because the energy here and here are similar, but energy here is different. And although, I mean, the card gives different energy kind of feeling. And this is axolotl, and I see that there are 2 people as well here. Okay, so okay, I need to be careful with this message. Okay, anyway, so if this is about your relationship with someone, and you're scared of losing this person, or losing this relationship, or something like that, then don't worry, because for one, I see that you're not going to be alone. That's for a starter, right? So if this is, for example, a relationship that is toxic, then you are don't be scared to leave the situation, because you are going to meet someone else, right? Someone else that is better for you. But if you are in a relationship that is just, you know, like you have difficulty in communicating and things like that, there is also a possibility, just in the case where you want it, and I need to make this clear, just if you want to keep on with this person, and if this person is not toxic, then you are going to keep this person. But what is going to happen is that both you and this person are going to transform first, because we have the transformation card here and we have the death card here, which is also talking about transformation. Then for this passion to live again, to, you know, to come back into your life, into your relationship, that what you need to do is to transform. And very interesting, because these two runes are also talking about something that is deep and deep within, and, you know, so deep and mystical and, you know, spiritual kind of runes. So what I'm seeing here for you is that, okay, you need to apply this depending on your situation, right? So if you are with someone who is toxic, or having some mental situation that cannot be changed and really not helpful for you, I really need to be careful in this, but, you know, like, take this with grain of salt. Then what you need to do is you transform yourself. All right, you heal yourself, you transform yourself, allowing yourself for tapping into passion, tapping into because what I'm seeing, okay, before we go to what you need to do, because I'm seeing that this situation is going to change. You are going to find passion again. So for example, here you feel constrained, you feel limited, you feel like not full of, like fully you, for example. Then you are going to feel you again, you are going to have fun again, laugh again. If it has been a while since you last laughed, then you are going to laugh a lot again. If you felt stuck and not feeling like yourself, you are going to be creative again, you are going to create again, you are going to bloom and shine again, essentially. But through deep work, this is what I'm seeing. Deep work is the key for this card, and which is interesting, because your significator or your tarot deck that you choose is Kawaii Tarot, and this is one of the cutest deck that I have for my tarot reading. So it feels like, I think deep down within you, you are tired of something heavy and you want something light, you want something easy, something that is finally Aprisa, please let me breathe, something like that. And we're gonna figure out together what is the message from spirits right here, right? Maybe you need to tap into that, but I see that there is deep work right here. So let's ask your cards, let's ask the spirits what would be, oh no, my card is sticking. Okay, now let's ask the spirit, what do they mean? First, what do they mean by the deep work, and then by the fun, and then later we're gonna look at the advice, okay? Oh my god. All right, spirit, let's get some information for pile 2, please, because this doesn't seem like a nice place to be. I want to help them, spirits, please. Okay. What do you mean by inner work? Okay. And then, what do you mean by play? Because we're seeing the 5th house here. What do you mean by play? What do you mean by play for pile 2, please? Okay, let's look at this first. Okay. Deep work, we have 8 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles. Okay, how about play? 5 of Wands and Page of Swords. Okay, Okay, what is interesting here is that the deep work, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be shadow work, it's going to be all those kind of stuff. No, it's not. It's actually quite simple, the deep work that you are going to do, the transformation that you are going to do. So when, okay, I'm an inner child coach actually, and I'm also a coach, and I did a lot of inner work and shadow work. But so that's why I was like, oh my god, helping someone heal can be a tough journey. And I was healing myself through a lot of different things. But I also remember and realized that I also helped several clients, and also I healed myself in a way that is light, actually, that is easy and playful. And it's like without you have to journal so deeply, and then you have to release and cry, and this, yeah, maybe at some points you gotta do that because it seems like this situation is keeping you stuck, but you don't have to go there in the first place. What spirits are saying to you here in your reading is that that is not your first resource, huh? Right? Yeah, resort, that's not your first resort, not resource. So I think many of you who are here, you know how to do inner work, you know how to do shadow work, how to heal. Even I think some of you have been studying psychology, learning about relationship and things like that, and you know what is going on with this person, with this particular person, whether this is your friend or something like that. But the solution is actually easier. I'm not saying that it's not easier, simpler than that. You just need to realize that someone is stuck in their way, and maybe you are that too. So if you know the law of attraction, or the principle about us, what is happening in our outer world is a reflection of what is happening in our inner world then you must have been thinking about this, that okay, where in me that I need to change so that I can change this person. Or maybe you think, what is in me that is attracting this person or this situation. So I see that you have been working on yourself and doing inner work. That's why I'm seeing this card. These cards are not saying that this is something that you need to do, because you have been doing it and you have gotten a lot of insights right here from all of these works, which I applaud you for, like amazing pile too. But what you need to do here is not to judge yourself or to punish yourself. And yes, quote, you attracted this quote, but this is not because you're bad. But what is mirroring within what happens within you and the outer world is the stuckness, because you feel like you have to do certain things to deserve something. You don't. What you need to do is simple, quote, not easy, is to remove yourself from that situation. For example, if you are, I think for some of you, you have been nurturing or even mothering this person, taking more responsibility than you should in this situation, in this relationship. Maybe even you are trying to do healing for this person. You are healing so that this person can heal. That's not how it works. You heal for yourself. If this person wants to heal, then they are going to heal. But if they don't, then it's not your responsibility. I know it's tough, but it is what it is, like everyone is responsible to their own healing. Oh my god, why two? Jeez. Yeah, I see. Like you need to wake up, and you need to wake up what you have been doing. Actually, there is just one thing that you missed, which is you need to wake up, and this is not your responsibility. This is not your responsibility. Why this is weighing so heavily on you? Because this is not responsibility. Yeah, you need to have fun. That's why have fun. I see that this is Three of Pentacles, because in a relationship, if you I heard that from Dr. Tara Swartz, that we are attracting someone with the same level of healing that is needed. But then once we do our healing and we rise above that, then we are going to vibrate differently than this person. and we cannot coexist, coexist with this person anymore, because we're not vibrating on the same level of healing or wounds. You've passed this, so that's why it's so difficult to communicate. You cannot communicate this with this person anymore unless this person is doing the work like you and realizing where they're at, and unless this person wants to work with you, because essentially Three of Pentacles is the card of collaboration and working together. So if this is a relationship, then this person has to step up. I'm not saying that, hey, pile 2, break up with this person, but understand this is what you need to understand. Everyone is responsible for their own healing, and we are vibrating on the same level of wound. So you have been wanting, that's why I'm like, we can be bigger, we can be better, like we can improve this relationship, we can still save this relationship. That's what I feel so strongly. This can be relationship, this can be your parents, this can be your friends, or your office even. But you gotta realize this, and you gotta save yourself first. And relationship, whatever type of it, like romantic, friendship, or anything, like it's a collaboration. If they don't want the same thing as you, it's tough, all right? So that is the first thing. I think after you realizing this, because I see that you are a smart, resourceful person. I have been talking about toolbox and things like that. You have been doing a lot here. So if you have been working on yourself, and then once you realize that this is where you got stuck, then you're gonna change things yourself. Yeah, you're going to, because this is Wheel of Fortune and this is playground. You see that this is a, what do you call this? This is Wheel of Fortune. And this is carousel. So it seems like part of it is doing things for yourself. It's not being an annoying person, okay, and doing as we please, no, but it's like focusing on yourself and enjoying yourself, and play without you meaning the play to be something. The play is going to be something. It's going to speak a lot. The play is going to speak a lot to them. When they see you fulfilling yourself, it's going to be a wake-up call for these people or this person that you deserve better, or it's going to either make them want to improve, or want to heal, or want to change something. They might ask you for help, or they might get defensive. And this is how you can see where they are, where they're at. If in any case they're not stepping up, don't worry. There is someone better, or someone, something, some place better for you in store, that universe, spirits have for you in store, okay, for you. So don't be scared, don't be worried. Just how to explain these spirits, because I see that it's weighing on you a little bit. There is a guilt, there is shame. How can I do this? Because I care about them a lot, and I think I care about this office, this company, this friendship, this friend, this partner a lot. And how can I let them heal on their own? I think there is this feeling of that, or how can I not help them? And this is the work that you need to do. This is the deep work that you need to do, is to handle your own limitation, which is to trust that people are on their own journey, that they are able to save themselves, that you don't have to be the savior for everyone. You don't have to be the lighthouse for everyone. You don't have to be the savior for everyone. Some people just don't have the capacity. Some people do, some people don't, right? So this is a general reading. So I see that here some of you are dealing with toxic environment or people or person, but some other are dealing with person who just are not aware. And when they're just not aware, then your healing is going to make them wake up, and things are going to unfold for you. But for some others, you actually just need to leave. It's tough. it's tough. For those of you who realize, I think you know, pile 2. If you are one of those that need to leave, I think deep down you know. But if you know that this is going to survive, that deep down you also know. Yeah, this is the inner knowing. This is, you guys are deep people. So yeah, okay. Any other last message that Spirit wants to give pile 2? Perhaps something that is, you know, last words, spirits? I like that. So you have 6 of Swords here, which is beautiful for your journey. It's going to get easier, okay? It's going to get easier. You got the Devil right here, because what you are experiencing right here is now you're facing your own devil inside of you. This is the wound that you are healing right now, is the people pleasing first side of you. This is what has been keeping you stuck in many situations. I think if you have been stuck in, for example, we're talking about person here, right? About communication. This can also unlock a lot of things, like money, like place where you live. Like it's going to bring you opportunities that you haven't seen before. I think this is almost like the key. This is almost like the key to your next phase of your life, or the things. For example, you have been manifesting a lot of different stuff for different areas of your life. For example, one, you are manifesting money, job, or something that is like business that is more aligned with you, lifestyle, relationship, home, or tribe, community, something like that. And then you haven't, like everything is always stuck at some point. Like for example, you want 10, but it always gets stuck at 6 or 7, and then you feel like, should I be grateful with this? And then you feel like maybe I shouldn't ask for more. This thing that happens here, when you let go of your guilt, of your feeling stuckness inside, you let go of people and you allow them to heal on their own, and you focus on yourself. You focus on, you know, like getting the best out of life, creating things, connecting with your passion, like enjoying what you have right now. Then this is the key. Things are going to flow easier for you with the 6 of Swords here, and with the Devil right here. It's like you are breaking that barrier finally, especially with the key, because you are not stuck. What is making you stuck is this thought, this little mindset that is so sticking on you that you need to let go of. Yes, pile 2, that is your reading. You are going to sail on the calmer waters. So 6 of Swords is someone that is sailing from tumultuous waters into calmer waters. And this is what I'm seeing for you in the cards, in your reading, that this situation where you feel stuck, you are going to flow and sail out of it. And you are going to do that yourself through this understanding, this deep understanding of yourself and how people are operating, how you have been keeping yourself stuck. It's not that you are bad, or it's not that there's something in you that is so flawed, that's why you deserve all these situations or these people. No. This is about you, you keeping yourself there. Just, you don't have to take care of everyone else. Take care of you, take care of yourself. You deserve all this already, and once you realize that you deserve all this, then all this, the good thing, you are going to move to a calmer, more fun situation, and then you are going to transform many aspects of your life. That's what I'm seeing for you. And then even you are going to meet someone, or this person, whatever your situation is, or a workplace that is new, whether they're rebirthing based on your situation, or whether it's something that is completely new. Ooh, I'm wishing the best for you, pile 2. So if you like this reading, if this resonates, please like and subscribe. If you are new, this is my first reading in English, so I'm looking forward to make more readings in English because I enjoy it a lot. Alright, so thank you so much for allowing me to read, and thank you so much for allowing me to help you and share energy with you, or you actually sharing the energy with me. Alright, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. And if you want to be read personally, then feel free to click the link on the description box, and I'm gonna see you soon. Hello pile 3, if you chose the wheel, this is from the Seer Tarot deck, and the cherry quartz heart, then this is going to be your reading. So pile 3, let me tell you something. Okay, this is actually my second attempt of reading your pile. The first one, I just managed to record 4 minutes out of 30 minutes something that I did. Actually, I had all of the cards open, I finished the reading and everything, and it was an amazing reading. But I just realized that my phone was full. And then the recording process stopped at 4 minutes and there was no notification whatsoever. So I was thinking, so then I left, and then I was thinking, should I continue? Should I start from the beginning? Should I reshuffle the cards and draw new cards for pile 3? And then I thought, let me just redraw the cards. And let's see, maybe there was some messages that shouldn't come through. Maybe someone else needs this pile more than the previous ones. Let's see. Anyway, if you skipped the intro, I'm gonna remind you that this is a general reading. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, if you want to be read personally, then I offer this service. You can click the description in the box. And also, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, then please do so that you get more readings from me. And this is if this is your first time, this is my first time reading in English, by the way. So if you look for more content in English, maybe I don't have at this point, but maybe in the future I'm gonna have more. So if you speak Indonesian, then feel free to subscribe as well, because I do have more Indonesian content in the playlists. And yeah, with that being said, let's just explore your energy. On the left, I'm gonna do some energy check on the left. We are going to see what is this situation that you are trying to change, situation that you want to get out of, or anything, the thing that you want to change. We're gonna see the energy on the left, and if what I read on the left resonates with you, and this is actually something that you want to hear about, whether or not you intended this reading to be, then feel free to continue, because then it means you have found your pile. But if the energy check on the left doesn't speak to you, and this is not something that you are currently experiencing, feel free to find another pile and see if they fits with your situation better. Okay, all right. So for pile 3, it's here. You have your first card for the situation that you want to change, and then the output for pile 3. This is it. And then I'm gonna grab more cards for you for pile 3, please. This is the situation that you want to change. I want to make sure that the cards are aligned well, because I have Virgo. Ooh, you have 3 cards. I'm gonna grab these 3. I'm gonna keep the remaining 2 as additional explanation, perhaps if we need them. Here, I'm gonna put them here, off the camera, out of the frame. And this is your card for the outcome, which is the Empress, which is beautiful. Look at this. Wow, that's beautiful. Such a beautiful result to have. Beautiful output. Whatever your current situation is, it is promising. Okay, your current situation that you want to change. Hello, plant. Let's just move a little bit. Okay. And then this is the output. Okay, let's explore your energy, right? How are you doing, pile 3? Are you doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing okay as well. So I'm ready to read for you. Let's look at your current situation. You have Urus rune, and then in your tarot card you have 10 of Cups. Okay. This is about something that is like legacy, something that has existed for a long time, and then Sun with the source. This is interesting. I was thinking, like, is it possible that this is a little bit similar with the original pile 3? Perhaps it is. Perhaps there is some more details that I need to see, but perhaps you don't know what pile 3 is, so it doesn't match to you anyway. So okay, let me just keep it to myself. Pile 3. this is what I'm seeing. The situation that you are currently having. First of all, this is related to, first of all, you have the sun and 10 of cups right here, and the colors are almost similar. So it gives me the feeling that you are not in a bad place. 10 of cups is one of the happiest cards in a tarot deck, and sun in tarot deck, I know this is not from tarot deck, but sun is also card that talks about happiness. And here this is about source, about who you are, the essence of you. So I'm feeling like you are not in a bad place, and however, what I see you are experiencing right here, this can be related to your happiness, your satisfaction, your fulfillment. This is about your emotional well-being, about creating happiness, about creating something that is, and with the Urus right here, because Urus has this energy of something that is a little bit stubborn. So it feels like, let me ponder. Okay, so you have this baseline, or how do I say this? You are essentially a happy person, a person with personality, with warm outlook, with positive outlook about life. You have confidence, you have hope, you are optimistic, but there is an energy that is quite slow, that feels a little bit like slowing you down, an energy that is quite stubborn. This can be person, this can be your belief, or maybe you are procrastinating to do something. Maybe you used to be very productive, but lately you haven't been productive. So it feels like this is something that you want to change, that you want to improve within yourself. You want to create something that is really tangible and more impactful. This is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling. Hearing and feeling becomes healing. So maybe you also want to heal yourself, particular something. Maybe you realize that there is something that you need to heal. I'm curious though about this, and I know that these two cards that came out are actually the outcome card, but I want to see what this is, because the Urus energy speaks a little bit different, and you might not remember or you might not know what the original pile 3 reading is a little bit, but Urus is definitely an energy that didn't exist as I was reading pile 3, your pile. So I'm feeling like this might need the confirmation and clarification. So let's look at that. I'm gonna look at that, because these two cards have been given to us anyway, right? Okay, so let me just put them here a little bit tidy. Okay, all right, let's look at this Urus. What is this Urus energy trying to tell us? What is this? The Emperor, okay, makes sense. And Two of Swords. Okay, so I think for some of you, I'm seeing several cases or several situations that might be possible for you. Please feel free to claim which one is yours. So I feel for some of you, I think you, despite your personality, despite your upbringing, that you are happy, excited, and lighthearted, there is something inside of you that makes you okay, let me say this straight, like procrastination. It feels like procrastination to me for some of you. For example, you know what to do, you know what you want, but you don't want to move towards it, because the energy of the Emperor is also, although Emperor is also an action taker, but Emperor can also show the shadow aspect of Emperor is stubbornness. Stubbornness and quite strict, and maybe too structured, too bounded, to rules. So I feel with Urus right here, I feel like maybe in a way You want to do things correctly. That's why you procrastinate, because you want to make sure that you know what you are doing. So it feels like you actually know what you want to do, but you're not sure if this is right or this is wrong. You want to make sure that every step that you make is the correct one. If you are being efficient with your energy, if you are putting your energy on the right things, if you are prioritizing correctly, something like that. There is this feeling where you want to do things correctly, to be correct, and there is also some stubbornness for some of you. I'm so sorry, don't shoot the messenger, okay, because I'm just reading the energy right here. I think for some of you there is also part where you're like, don't tell me what to do, I know what I'm doing, don't give me advice and this kind of things, because you actually have, look, pile 3, you have the energy, you have the wisdom, because you have elephant here as the emperor, and an elephant is wise. Elephant remembers things, and you're not wrong. You are wise, you are strong, powerful, you have the energy, you have the mind, you can remember stuff, you can memorize stuff, you are very intellectual, very intelligent, and with this Two of Swords as well, you are very intelligent, but there is some stubbornness within you that makes you keep on doing things the same way. This is not about whether other people are wrong or right. This is not about you're being right or wrong or something, because what I'm seeing right here is not an advice whether you should pursue one thing or not, whether you should do things a certain way or a different way. No, this is more of the, what was that? Just, I think you have been a little bit stuck, quote unquote, in your way of doing things for particular things. So for example, there are some stuff that don't work. This is not because you have to try harder, but you have been knocking and trying to destroy the wrong wall, or knocking on the wrong door, sort of. So a little bit like you need to shift something right here, and maybe in this reading we are going to find out what. So I think for some of you, despite your upbringing, and some of you are also extroverted, you impact a lot of people, a lot of lives, you are inspiration for others, but I think some of you, the thing that you want to change is, there is this feeling of you haven't achieved one particular thing, or you realize that you are being stuck somewhere. There is something, it feels, for some of you, I think you feel like you are carrying something heavy, you are dragging something heavy, and you don't know what that is. You just know that there is something wrong, but I don't know exactly what. Why am I not able to reach wherever I want to be yet, despite everything that I've done, despite my intellect, despite my wisdom, despite me being the light, despite me having this positive upbringing and positive outlook, despite me working on my procrastination. I think for some of you, you also realize that you have this stubbornness, and you have procrastination, the parts where you procrastinate sometimes a little bit here and there, but you have been addressing this. But the heart of the problem is actually, I feel like you have been knocking on the wrong door, and this is your reading. All right. Oh, this is something exciting. Oh, how interesting. A card fell, and I don't know what this is about. I mean, this card fell out of the deck, and I believe that if something falls out of the deck out of nowhere and I found it, then it was the right time for me to read. Okay, so maybe let's look at the card, or later after this. Okay, let's look at the output, right? What is going to happen? What is the result of this situation at the end, after this change? Because we're talking about the kind of change that is going to happen. You want to make change to this situation, right? So okay, let's look at your card for the out. Okay, for the output, for the outcome. You have Ingwas rune here. Okay, and then you have the Empress, which is interesting. And then you have 6th house, sustainability. How interesting, pile 3. Sustainability. You know what? Your pile screams stability, screams structure, screams something that is slow moving and slow moving and structured. And somehow in the energy that I got here in your significator Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is quite happy-go-lucky energy, right? So I feel like your situation here, first of all, we have the Empress. The Empress is divine feminine energy. And Ingwas is also talking about kind of masculine energy. And what is interesting with Ingwas is that I believe that Ingwas is ready to jump, is ready to, you know, when we see a lion in their what's the family, the lion family, then you see that the male lion, the king, mostly is going to rest, is going to sleep and wait for the food. And you know, like the task of the lion is just to protect the family. But anytime there is a threat, then this lion is going to be ready to attack and protect his family, right? So I feel like there is this interesting and this crane that I see right here. This reminds me of the crane in Kung Fu Panda. So I feel like the crane in Kung Fu Panda is quite funny kind of stuff. So I feel like there is this serious and funny energy at the same time. And then with the 6th house, sustainability, okay, are we in the middle of the, okay, all right. So I'm sorry, I'm just checking if this is like right in the middle. So with the 6th house, sustainability, not to mention that we have 4 here. 4 is a number that is stable. So I feel like with this number 4, with the Emperor here, also number 4, and then the Lion King, which is also king is the Emperor. So this speaks 4 very loudly. Although Urus is maybe this reminds me a little bit more of Taurian energy, but nevertheless it's stable. So I feel like this speaks stability so much. So I think some of the things that is missing, that I was saying that you perhaps are knocking on the wrong door, or maybe you are addressing something that is not supposed to, you know, this is not the right thing to focus on, or things like that. I think we are talking about time. I know this is not time, but this looks like a clock to me, and this too, and also the sun. Not to mention that I put it like this, backwards. So I feel like what you miss to understand is time. It's not that, okay, perhaps for some of you, you are knocking on the wrong door. And for some of you, maybe, okay, for those of you who are knocking on the wrong door, that's because it's not the time yet. And, you know, when you don't know about something, we're talking about 2 of Swords here. For example, you are knocking this door, okay? So this is this door. You are knocking this door. And 4 years, you have been knocking on this door and the door hasn't opened. 4 years, no matter how hard you try to knock, maybe you beg, maybe you sing a song, maybe you play guitar, but the door will not open, all right? And that's not necessarily the wrong door, but that's because you are focusing yourself so much on this door, then you don't know that time you need to wait for something to not knock at all. Or maybe you need to move backwards a little bit to see your situation and to see your surrounding. Maybe there's another door that you would love more, or simply because you need time, like simply the door is going to take time to knock, or maybe it's just going to open by itself. So it feels like if there are some stuff in your life that you feel stuck in, that you feel like you have been working on it but it hasn't shown you the result that you want, actually it's not like you need to wait, or it's not that because okay, pile 3, it's going to be in 10 more years. It's not like that. It's not like there is this one timeline that universe wants you to experience, wants you to wait, but rather the timeline feels so long because you have been knocking, or when you pull yourself a little bit, when you slow down a little bit. This is not the universe slowing you down, but this is you needing to slow down so that you can see the universe stepping in and giving you the advice, giving you the door, giving you the tips and tricks, or whatever that is. So what you miss here very, very, very clearly is about time. But how I see that this can be different for you, but also at the same time it's about, because some of you have been waiting and you think I'm gonna work on it or I'm gonna wait for it. But what universe wants you to know is that when you let go of time is going to come to you. This is just like a law of attraction but on time. This is so weird, I don't know, but this is the message that comes through. This is about time, because when we look at the card here, oh, there's a clock again. Wow. There are mountains, because it feels like for some of you, you have been climbing like Aprisa. I have been exploring. I have explored, I have hiked, I have ventured, I have seen all of the mountains, but I haven't found the answer. You feel like the time is beyond one of those mountains that you ventured to, that you try to conquer. I think many of you also have been, fighting, have been checking off the list, like, okay, these are the things I need to heal, these are the things I need to improve. And I hope at the end of the day I'm gonna arrive in this place where I have achieved, where I have finally be enough to receive all this, to achieve what I want to achieve, something like that. But the truth is, what universe is trying to tell you is that it's not that you don't have to journey or progress or learn or fight or something like that, but fighting for the sake of it, journeying or adventuring for the sake of it, not for so that you achieve something. Because time is on your side, and when you enjoy time is going to come to you. And that means whatever you are wishing for is going to be brought to you sooner than you think. Even I just heard that maybe some of your fights are not even necessary. I think for some of you, you have been fighting a few fights, if not a lot of fights, that are not yours, that are not, yes, these fights made you stronger, made you more resilient, you learned something. Every time you got out a fight, you are bruised, you are hurt, and now they left scars, and they are like badges to you, badges of honor, because you did a lot of fights, because you made it, because you are still here. That's amazing, and that's resilient of you. But honestly, some fights that you fought, you didn't have to. I'm so sorry, pile 3. It hurts because it feels like you have been you have been fighting, and you hope a little bit that your fight is going to be worth it, that finally time or universe or your spirit guides or God will deem you worthy of whatever you are manifesting. And you actually don't need to do that, because now the message from the universe right here is for you to be, to create sustainability within yourself. Because the kind of life where there is the emperor, look at the elephant, it seems like it's stomping and getting ready to fight and things like that, with the eyes like this, right, with his eyes looking fierce. I feel like you don't have to fight. This is not about fighting. And not to mention the Two of Swords, it seems like the fish is also ready to fight. You don't have to fight. You just need to be ready for when the time comes for you to fight. But you don't have to like literally, okay, what else? What mountain do I need to conquer right now? It seems like to me a little bit you are searching for challenges. You are searching for, okay, what else can I do? What else can I make? What else can I create? What else? Now the lesson for you is just to be. And whenever something comes, just like this Lion King, here on the left we see that the elephant is charging forward, but the Lion King is sitting and ready right there, while at the same time the Empress is enjoying herself, you know, like being pretty in front of this what do I for a second I was thinking this looks like Sputnik, you know, if you know what is Sputnik, son, what is Sputnik, what do you call Sputnik? Airspace? No, spacecraft. Satellite, is it?
Satellite, yeah.
Yeah, so it feels like to me this Empress satellite, so it feels to me like this Empress is dancing in the world that is not the usual world where she lives, because Crane lives on Earth, right? Although she flies, but here this is something completely different. So it seems like this Empress, or the message from the universe, is allowing yourself to dance between universe. I heard someone talking about how we actually, if you have heard of the concept multiverse, where there are different realities, there are different universe. So whatever version of you that you are dreaming of or not, they exist right now at this point, because time is not linear, right? So it feels like every time we make a different decision, I'm sorry for the noise by the way, every time we make a different decision, we are jumping and we are leaping from one universe to another. So, and this is exactly the same concept as the quantum jumping and the time jump or time bending is exactly the same concept. Not exactly, but you know what I mean, like it's connected. And because this is a concept that the universe is trying to bring to you, to your attention, then this is worth exploring. So to achieve where you want to be is not by fighting, is not by trying harder or finding more challenges for you to conquer, but rather to be and to dance from one multiverse, from one universe to another. So what I'm also seeing right here is an invitation for you to experience the different facets of you, because I feel pile 3, because you are essentially the source and you are essentially a beautiful being with, you know, like beautiful energy behind you, within you. When you are so focused on whatever you want to achieve right here, I feel like you are limiting yourself, and with all of these fights you are shutting down the beauty and the radiance within you. So you are being invited to have fun again, to explore the different facets of you. Okay, pile 3, so now that we already know what is going on right here, I want to explore for you if there is any particular understanding about time, or if there is anything that you need to do after all of this explanation. Okay, first, what is this understanding about time that pile 3 needs to know, needs to hear or understand? Okay, these two. Right, the moon. The moon. Wow. I'm feeling like with the moon here, you know, this speaks a lot of things already. This one card. This is speaking about you being present in the moment, immersing in all of the emotions and in all of the feelings, in the whole experience of things. This is you being all in, not trying to fight it, your situation, wherever you are, letting yourself be drowned. Because sometimes what we do when we want to achieve something, when we want to change our situation, is that we tell ourselves, if I accept this situation, I'm gonna stay stuck here forever. When the reality is here, when you accept the situation, that doesn't make you stuck, but that actually helps you to understand where you are and to be more present. And with the moon here, and that we also see the moon here, 1, 2, and 3, and then the sun here, and time. I feel like this is about time. Moon and sun, they have their own time. They are going to rotate, and no, sun doesn't rotate, but the moon is rotating. It is rotating, it is revolving, and it is also you know, and earth. We see moon and sun on different times, and we don't tell them when to happen. They are just going to happen, and we don't worry if the sun is going to rise. We don't worry about whether moon is going to come out tonight. I mean, there are times when moon doesn't show up, but that's not because, I mean, when we cannot see moon, but that's not because the moon is not there, but that's because there is no light that reaches the moon, or at least according to our eyes. So this is telling me that things are going to happen, and there is time, and we need to trust. So you, pile 3, your message here is to trust that it's going to come. And this is not this is not giving up, this is surrendering. We all on earth, we surrender to the time of the moon and the sun. Yes, in different areas on earth, we have these different things like UV light to make us feel like experience the, you know, the surrogate of sun, so that we get the UV light, so that we feel lighter, we feel happier if we are experiencing some mental or emotional or mood changes due to sun, not, you know, like sun being hidden by the cloud, or sun showing up just for a short time in our day because the day is too short. For example, I lived in Norway, so during winter the sun rises at I think, what time does the sun rise? I think it's 9, more after 9. I don't remember. Yeah, it's a few years ago, and then it's going to set around 3. So the sun is really only up for 6 hours or something. And then while in Indonesia, where I live right now, it's almost always the same. Sun rises at 4:50 or 5 or something like that, and then will set around 5 something in the afternoon. So what I'm trying to say here is, like, we can do stuff to imitate the sun or imitate the moon. Maybe some of us even have the moon lamp in our bedroom, or the, you know, all those kind of spotlight stickers, you know. But what I'm trying to say here is that trust when the moon and the sun, just as we trust when the moon and the sun are going to show up in our life, whether or not we see them, whether or not we can sense their appearance. This is also how you need to trust that universe is going to take care of you, and that the wishes that you have are going to show up in your life. There will be times where you are able to perceive them and catch the opportunities, and there are also other times where you cannot, and that's okay, and that's not on you. It just is. So maybe if some of you have been fighting so much and working so hard to make sure that you don't miss any chances, when we don't see the opportunity, then it's not for us. But when we see it and we get it and we reach for it, then, and we achieve it, we got it, then it's for us. I hope I made myself clear. Okay, so that is the thing about time. And is there anything else about not where to look, but where is this thing that you are looking for or trying to achieve, really? I mean, I'm also curious with you, and I want to get a little bit understanding for you. I hope we get information. Gosh. Death and rebirth. Okay. You know, pile, I think, was it pile 2? Yes, pile 2 has also death, but in a different place. So if you are attracted to pile 2, maybe it's worth exploring. Yes. Now, with the death and rebirth, and I was asking, where is this thing that you are trying to manifest? Maybe we can get a little glimpse of where it is. What's interesting to me right here is that we were talking about these spatial things, you know, like the sun, the moon, and also this satellite. I feel like with this imagery that is actually closer than you imagine it to be. Maybe outside of your world you feel like it's still dark, it's still night, it's unclear, but inside this looks like not a falling star, but rather like it's within you. It's almost like very close to you to achieve, as if you don't have to do the fights anymore, you don't have to work hard anymore. Not that, you know, pile 3 don't work or anything, no, I'm not saying that, but it feels like you have been working deeper and harder than you need to, actually, and it's actually closer than you imagine. There is a shortcut, there is an easier way to get what you want. I'm not saying this to do stuff that's illegal or something, but you know, there is a shortcut that you don't see because you were busy fighting. Yes, that is your message, pile 3. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, because this is gorgeous, and I also learned something about time right here with you. Thank you for sharing your energy, and if you like this reading, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, to my channel, and I'm looking forward to see you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Have a nice day and all the best for you. Bye-bye.